So I have been writing a quote of yours from last year all this year. There was some point, got a quarter way through the season, somebody asked you about the Aces, and you said, look, it's the Aces and the rest of us, it's our job to play catch up. So I've been reminding people that, you know what, Sandy was right, and now the league has caught up. In your eyes, has the rest of the league shown the parity all the way down to the Mystics, which just won its second straight?
Yeah, no, and this is a great thing, I think, for the WNBA. And you guys all talked about super teams last year, and obviously we did meet in the finals, and Vegas won their second championship, and it was allows teams, what do we need to do to be better? And I think that obviously the rookie class coming in was a really good draft for the league. A lot of good players went to different teams, and I really do believe there's a lot of parity in this league now, and we're all everyone wants to win a championship. So it's the process, what's that look like? Trying to get the right players to complement your core group, and trying to get what Vegas has done for so long.
Cindy, I think Sloot was listed as doubtful. Is she here now, or can you say that whether or not she's here? I mean,
she's out for today,
okay.
So she's out for today, and we'll just play it by ear.
Obviously, both these teams then have been playing. I mean, they've been playing the whole season without Gray, and we don't know. Becky hasn't said if she's back or not. But can you talk about how both teams have sort of had to deal with that? You maybe a little, not as much time, but not having your point guards.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, they haven't had Chelsea for the whole season, and she's such a key part of their team. Will go down as one of the greatest point guards this league's seen. But look, they also got so many other great players as well, and I think Becky, and same mindset for me. It's next player up. It's part of it, isn't it? You just how you deal. You always try and make a plan that if someone does go down, do we have enough to make sure that we can sustain that? And we're doing good in the process. I think we have some pretty good depth. But Courtney's a great, one of the best point guards too. So you got two great point guards out at the moment, and we've continued to grow with the players that we do have.
We'll turn it over to Zoom, starting with Jackie.
Good morning, Sandy. Thanks for taking the time. Becky Hammond, she just spoke about your roster this season, and she said, well, they're bigger in terms of just your size and length on the perimeter. And she said, but we're faster. So I guess I'm just curious, how do you imagine that contrast in size and speed is going to factor in today's matchup, and I guess the matchups with the Aces?
I think we're pretty fast. So we're pretty big too. We talked about versatility, and obviously it's more about us playing to our identity. We went out and got obviously real versatile players off the bench, and now KT has a starting role, and Leia Fiabish has been good for us, and Kennedy Burke. So you play to the identity of your team, but they are fast. They had a great win last game, and they're very dangerous too if you allow them to be. So we've got to be locked in today and use our versatility to slow them down.
For sure. And as we know, going back to October, we all talked about the comment that Kelsey Plum made in the finals last year, talking about how much your team cares about one another. I'm just curious how you would say this team has shown that they really care about each other so far this season, and what are some things you've seen that prove that?
Yeah, look, I think just the way that we've been playing, how we are able to stay together when the games are getting tight, and then really play great in the fourth quarter, that shows togetherness. And that's, every team goes through different adversities, don't they? I think, I suppose Vegas will say the same. When you lose, it's when you're going to learn the most about your team and how you respond. And, for us, I think we just get closer the more time that we can spend together, and Vegas will probably say the same thing. That was the process for them. Once they can all buy in, everyone can buy in and play their roles to the best, that's when great success comes. And I think we're in a great place for that.
Okay, good. Good morning, Coach. Thank you for being here today. My question is this. Entering this weekend, your team has 7 players ranking in the top 11 of fourth quarter defensive rating with a minimum of 5 minutes played. What does a stat like that say about your group, and how proud are you of such progress?
I think it's just what I spoke about, Jeff. It's like we talked about the togetherness of this team, and we learned so many things from last year, and we almost won a championship in 1 year together. But I think that trust that we've built up through those experiences help us, and we know how to, we don't get too high or too low. We know when to go to another level, and that's I didn't know that stats. That's pretty incredible. Our goal is to go out there and win every game. It's all about playing in the right way in the process, and we've had some tight games, and we've been able to execute when it really matters.
Ranking 11th in that group is Leonie Fibish, who has made a big deal out of, she hasn't been able to practice yet. She's getting a trial by fire through games. So how proud are you with the progress she has made this far?
Oh, amazing. I mean, I think Leah, we always knew she had great talent, but it's not easy for a new player to come into a new system with all these players and learn with limited practice. But Leah's a baller. I mean, she's played professional basketball for such a long time. I think that experience is playing over in Spain and then with her country, Germany, just helps. She's got high IQ, and she's figuring it out on the fly and making use of all the practice times that we do have, and obviously spending as much time with her individual coach, and then also obviously watching all the review that we do, that she can see it and then she can and put it into the game immediately. So really, really happy. I think there's another level we can get to her for sure. So excited about what the rest of the year looks like.
Appreciate your time and insight. Have fun out there today.